This project starts out with an old stovetop. It was a Monarch stove. We got it from a farm, and it wasn't in usable shape. But the stove back, where the pots and pans go, the bread warming shelf, that was good. And then the lumber came out of the floor of an old boxcar. And all of that was beautiful footage that somehow I managed to lose. So anyways, here we are. So starting with the back already separated from the stove and the boxcar wood already cut and glued. Magic of editing, right? We're just now getting the bottom wooden shelf put together. And this is important because not only is it the main shelf of this little hutch thing we're building, but it also sort of holds the whole thing together. And it's kind of floppy without some good support. Put a nice oogie edge on it, but unfortunately this wood had some structural flaking issues, and it haunted me.
Hey Shay, you want to come see an aw poop? This is an aw poop. Had a big tear out, even though I was trying to take little nibbles. Big tear out, and of course, at that point, the router bit dives in, makes this great big mess.
What about here?
No, here it did fine. So what we'll do is we'll cut the other side, get that all done, then we'll nip this off flush. Then we'll try recutting this.
I wanted to cut that other end first before I trimmed it down, just in case the other side flaked off, because it'd be a huge bummer if, I had to do it again and it got even narrower. And once that was done, we went back and I just nibbled at the corners a little bit so it didn't happen twice.
See? Magic. All that oopsie is gone, buddy. No one will ever know. Cool?
I pre-drilled some holes because I was going to sand off the marks that I had made, and I didn't want to have to locate them a second time. It sanded pretty hard. It was kind of difficult. Also, as you can see, multitasking, project for the buddy. The finish is a water-based poly that I brushed on and wiped off. In retrospect, I think I would have liked it better with a nice red oak stain, but it is what it is, and it is just a shelf. Cutting and then test fitting the back. Gotta make sure it has some strength. I'm not getting those screws out. And yeah, at times they were difficult, but in the end we did get them out. And I'm gonna sandwich the back edge of the breadboard between the plywood and the shelf. You can see us putting it together, drilling some pilot holes up into that plywood backer. Again, it's maybe not the strongest thing, but it's a whole lot better than just relying on those little tiny cast iron tabs. The shelf itself is actually sandwiched between the two, making it very strong, very rigid, and not wobbly.
There it is. The reason I put the back of it on is I didn't have much to hang it off of. My original plan was to hang it off of these screws, and that's probably what will end up happening. Is that screw there will come out, and that screw there will come out, and I will put two big screws all the way through everything after I pre-drill the backing. That gives it some nice stability. It also attaches this all the way along the base there, nice and firm, right up through the two of them. So what we're doing is we're screwing through this into the plywood. We're screwing through this backer into the plywood and just pinching everything together. Dirty brush? It happens. Other than those screws there just fighting the willies out of me because it's a bad angle, we're done. Recycled stovetop. Pretty cool enameled stove. Pretty cool. And we got this straightened up pretty nice. She's gonna be pleased. Hitting the enamel flaked off. It was in a farmhouse dump for a long time. Oh, your mommy's gonna like that. Ooh, look at that big old grub worm you found. Bigger, there's the size of my finger. It's a big old grub worm. Yep, it's a pet, and I've been doing everything I can to make sure it's an outside in the shop pet. But that is one tough worm. It has been taken on walks. It has been shown the world. And my God, it's still alive.